What's up, everybody? We are here tonight doing some super late models at Knoxville as we are doing the Seeber Racing Media New Year's Bash. 200 to win. These guys paid 15 to enter. There's 45 cars, I believe, here tonight as they're ready to duke it out at Knoxville in the super late. Super lates at Knoxville is actually usually a pretty good show as we are watching these guys put some laps out. A whole bunch of laps just got put down as they got loaded up over on the side. Let me go ahead and switch it so we can see those quick times. What's everybody doing here tonight? I'm definitely not organized yet, as we are now live. We got 49 drivers have taken times. We got Tomasi out there now putting down a lap in that 09. I don't think there's any more openings, but I did $15 openings. This is who I was talking to when you came in, Robbie. But definitely a good group of cars here as we got 45 people have taken laps so far. I think that might be it. Oh, no, Bob Klein out there in the 7, taking a lap time, 3 minutes of qualifying. We got heats. Let me go look at the format. 8 lap heats. 10 lap heats. 4 people transfer from each heat. And we got the LCQs warm up. So let's go ahead and see how this one goes, guys. As qualifying is over, and we're going to be looking at heat race number 1 here. I am so not ready. I was in there talking in Discord while my daughter was taking a bath and totally failed a little bit here, but we're going to go ahead and pull up the starting grid as we got Justin starting on the pole. We know Justin over here. Well, I do. Starting on the pole, we got Jacob starting second, Cameron in that 3rd position, Mason in 4th, Travis in 5th, Matthew starting in 6th, Austin Hunter in 7th, Chance Carr in 8th. Craig Stikes in that 9th position. Bob Klein in 10th. Austin Hines in 11th. Robert Overstreet will round out the field in that 12th position. Yeah, I didn't know I was broadcasting these guys. What I did have planned for tonight got changed up. So we are doing this instead. As these guys pull out of pit road, let's go ahead and pull up on the field. Justin with the quick time. What's up, Swank? How are you? Hey, you know the pole sitter at heat race number 1. We've had some good races with him. But Robbie, you know, this stuff, I didn't even know anything about this until I was in Discord talking about it, but I should know next time. I'll let you know. About to go green flag racing as Justin gets on the gas for the start lap number 1, heat race number 1, as they head down into turn 1 and 2. They actually worked out a nice little groove with a little bit of qualifying and very little practice before here. So these guys have gone single file for the top 4. Remember, top 4 transfer through as we got a battle for 5th with Travis and Chance, as Travis is going to go ahead and take that position. Coming out of turn 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Justin's going to lead that lap as they're beating and banging further back behind the 4th position because Matthew Logan has it in that number 141. He's looking pretty good right now. Pretty comfortable in that last transfer spot. Jacob starting to put the pressure on Justin. What's up, Uncle Kenny? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you for the like. As Jacob puts the pressure on Justin as they come out the turn. Still single file. This battle is definitely starting to heat up as it looks like Jacob's starting to gain a little bit of time on Justin. Scott, thank you for the share. I appreciate it, brother. Here comes Jacob looking up underneath Justin as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to keep it single file, gives him a bump. Down on the inside, coming out of turn 4, we got a battle for the lead as we're halfway through heat race number 1. Give it to Jacob down in 1 and 2. Justin with the crossover as they're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Oh, he caught the wall. The 28 of Mason sends it in there, gets in the back of Justin. That sends the leaders up the track. We got a 4-way battle for the lead now as the 41 of Matthew Logan's up in it. He's going to slide up and give Justin the door. That's going to drop Justin back to 4th. Now he's got a battle out with Travis as Travis is up underneath him in the 13. Justin fighting back in the 4 as they're side by side for second. Matthew and Jacob. The 28 of Mason just sends it in there. That tightens up the whole front of the pack as right now Logan trying to fight to stay, or Jacob trying to fight to stay in that second spot. Did you say something? Oh, I thought somebody was in Discord with me. Oh, make contact as the 41 and the 80 get together. You're going to get back in line. Here comes the 13. He's up in that 4th and final transfer spot, looking for 3rd as Justin's looking for his way back inside. And don't look now, he's got Austin Hunter on his heels in that number 8. Down out of turn number 2 as they run down the back straightaway. Last lap of heat race number 1. Mason in the lead out of 4. He's going to win it. Jacob in 2nd. Matthew 3rd. Who's going to get 4th? It's going to be Travis in 4th. Justin, the first car out. Wow. Oh. Drew, thank you for the share. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Let's get those likes and shares out there. What a crazy heat race number 1, guys. That was absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid for heat race number 2. We got Paul starting on the pole, Damian in 2nd, Scott in 3rd, Jaron in that 4th position, Bradley in 5th, Josh in 6th, Marcus Brown in that 7th position, Camden in 8th, Tyler in 9th, Brad in 10th, AJ in 11th, and Michael rounding out the field in that 12th position, guys. 12 cars coming out to take the heat. What's up, Tyler? Coming to hang out? Just doing the super late race. Super late, kind of super early for me. All right, 1 lap of pacing here as these guys take the track for heat race number 2. What a wild one that one was. What's up, brother? Thank you. Oh, you're hosting me with viewers. Appreciate it, CT Motorsports. Wade, thank you for the share and the like. Appreciate it. As we're about to go green flag racing. Green flag is out. As they head down into turn 1 and 2. Paul in the 113. He's going to go ahead and have the lead. As Scott in the 53's got to fight for the 2nd spot. Nice. You know, I feel special. I'm put on the same level as Tulsa. Here comes Damian down on the bottom, up underneath Scott. He's going to go ahead and slide into the 2nd spot. Crossover. Scott back under him. He wants 2nd back. I'm choking. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Slide job by Scott as AJ crashes at the back of the pack. As these guys exchange slide jobs for the 2nd position. Damian now in 2nd as Scott slides him over. Crosses him over and he's going to slide him in 3 and 4. Damian back with the crossover up underneath him down the front straightaway. Drag race down into turn 1 and 2. Damian's going to throw the slider. Crossover by Scott as he slides back underneath him as they go down the back straightaway. Down into 3 and 4. These guys, a little bit of contact there. They keep it going straight. What a race for the 2nd position as Josh sits there comfortably in that 4th and final transfer spot. Damian's going to go ahead and take that 2nd place back as Scott not able to get back underneath them. They're going to go ahead and run single file. What a race here as the 27 of Josh, he's looking for third down on the bottom. Oh, he almost slides up into the 53 of Scott as they go down the back straightaway. He's got to get back in line. Down through 3 and 4. Single file as Camden is now in the battle in the 22. Fifth and first place car out of the feature. He's going to be looking to try and find a way around Josh in the 27 as they head down into 3 and 4. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, troll? Down out of turn number 4 as they got a battle for third. The 27 of Josh almost into the 53 of Scott. Still keeping it straight, single file as they head down the back straightaway. Will the 22 of Camden make the move as the laps are ticking down? Only 4 cars from this transfer to the features. 27 looks under the 43. That allows the 22 of Camden to make the move on fourth. They're side by side, almost hitting doors out of 2. Down the back straightaway, the 22 of Camden's got to fall back in line. Down in through 3 and 4. Will he give him the bumper for the position as we come down the front straightaway? 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as Paul has the field in check. He's got lap traffic in front of him. He goes around him through 3 and 4. Damian in second. Scott in third. Josh in fourth. Here comes Camden looking for that final transfer spot. Paul wins it. Oh, contact with the lap car. I don't even know how to call that one. Paul, Damian, Scott, and Josh barely holds on to it as he drives through the lap car to make sure he finishes in that fourth and final transfer spot. What a finish to that one, guys. Brian, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. As we get ready for heat race number 3. Well, look at this. No surprise. Tanner Tomasi starting on the pole. Des in 8th. John Helms in 4th. Jesse in that, or 3rd, sorry. Jesse in that 4th position. Drew Hopkins in 5th. Tyler in 6th. John Darby going to be starting in that 7th position. Liam all the way back in 8th. Man, Liam, you got to do better than that. I know you better than that. Nick King in the 9th position. Ethan in 10th. And Jordan in the 11th spot. All right, 10 more laps here in heat race number 3. I don't know what to expect here. Austin Hunter did run 1. He did. By the way, thank you, Justin, for the stars. I appreciate it. As we get out on the track, go ahead and get rid of that and put our ticker up. All right, guys. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I mean, there's a lot of good people out here racing tonight, for sure. Good 42 night. Thank you for the follow. Eddie, thank you for the like. David, thank you for the like. Don't forget to hit the like and the share button down there. As the green flag is out, as Tanner goes ahead and takes the lead with Des right behind him in the 82. Here comes John Helms in the bottom. We got a pair of ones back here. We got Jesse and John Helms side by side as here comes the 157. Looking for that 4th and final transfer spot down on the bottom. If he gets it, it puts his Helms one spot out, excuse me. Down to the bottom side in turn 1 and 2. Helms with the run on the high side as they come out of turn 2. 157 of Drew's got to fall back in line. He's going to dig back underneath in turn 3 and 4. He can't do anything with it. Here comes Jesse up underneath Des. Down into 1 and 2. Oh, he tries to throw the slider, but there's nothing up there. He's going to stay down low. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. He should have it here. He's going to slide it up and try and park on the nose of Des. Des is going to cross him over down the front straightaway and send it down into turn 1 and 2. Going to just easily slide up in front of Jesse. Jesse doesn't have to run to cross him over as they are battling it out back and forth for the second spot as Jesse gives him the slide job. Crossover out of Des, out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. He's going to throw it in and slide up. Here comes Jesse back with the crossover as they head down the back straightaway, heading down towards 3 and 4. They're actually pulling away from the rest of the field as he throws another slide job Dez not able to cross them over as they come out of 4. No, he gets underneath them. A little bit of contact, heading down into 1 and 2. Here comes Dez back up to the top. Jesse's going to cross him over. This is kind of fun. This is a lot of good racing. Jesse back with the slide job up in front of Dez. He puts the brakes on. Can Dez get around him? No, Dez has got to fall back in line. Tanner out in the lead. Jesse in second. Dez in third. Tyler in fourth. John Helms working the high side. He smacks the wall as they battle it out side by side for that transfer spot. Tyler's going to slide up in front of Helms. Helms can't get up underneath him as he smacks the wall on the front straight. Down into 1 and 2. Can Helms get that fourth and final transfer spot? No, Tyler's going to drive away. Back up to the front. Tomasi well out in the lead as they come out of turn 4. Jesse trying to hold on to second as Dez is putting the heat on that back bumper. Jesse gets the wall a little heading into turn 1 and 2. Here comes Dez down to the bottom out of 2. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Down into 3 and 4. Dez is going to slow that slider up in front of Jesse. Jesse's going to cross him over. Down the front straightaway side by side. Jesse's going to throw it in once again. Here comes the 66 at Tyler. Don't count him out. He wants a piece of that second place as Tanner continues to lead. Here comes Dez one more time with the slider. Jesse's going to cross him over. Tanner's going to cross the line first. Who's going to get second? It's going to be Jesse at the line. Dez in third. Tyler in fourth. Drew, John, Helms, John Darby, Ethan, Liam, Nick, and Jordan all out. That was wild. Is it good now? That's weird if it froze. It usually doesn't. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull up heat race number 2. If it's frozen, because it's showing good, it's showing that I got good stuff over here. If it's frozen, just back out of the stream on Facebook and go back in, because sometimes Facebook does that. All right, we're going to go to heat race number 2 as we got Nick starting on the pole, Jacob in second, Clifford in third. All right, yeah, it might just be sometimes, like I've done it to myself where it's froze, back up, go back in. Hood Up Motorsports, thank you for the like. Todd, of course, thank you for the like. Middleton, thank you for the like. Matt, thank you for the like. All right, heat race number 4, Nick on the pole, Jacob in second, Clifford in third, Chase in fourth, Brandon in fifth, Jesse Wall in sixth, Brett, oh, sorry, I'm getting this wrong now, aren't I? Yeah, Brett in seventh, as we got Josh in third, or sorry, who is in third? Darren in third, Josh in ninth, Scooter in 11th. I think that's close enough. I'm not going to get to the rest of them as I was trying to talk about the Facebook issues. Sorry about that, guys. You can see him over there on the left-hand side as we go green flag racing. Nick in the 0-2. He's going to go ahead and grab the lead as Clifford down on the bottom side. That's really tough. Starting at the bottom here as Clifford starting to lose ground. He's trying to throw it up. He parks it on the nose of Jacob as Jacob loses spots. Give Clifford that second position as we got a three-way battle for fourth. Out of turn 2 as they make contact with the 171. Brandon saves it somehow. Down into 3 and 4 as all hell's breaking loose back here. Nick and Clifford driving away. Jesse, Brandon, Chase, Jacob all fighting for third. Slide jobs, crossovers, contact, wrecking the back straightaway. 171. Brandon up the wall. Somehow Chase keeps it moving forward. They are wrecking again. All over the place, wrecking as we go back up to the front. Clifford winning, Nick winning. Clifford second, Jesse third, Jacob fourth. As Darren in that number 68 is trying to close in. We got Jamie in that 6th position. As here comes Brandon in the 171 trying to get back up in it. Whole lot of stuff just happened. Wow. James, thank you for the like. Todd, thank you for the like. All right, Nick continues to lead as it's calmed down quite a bit. He's up into the wall a little bit, up on the side. Clifford is. Jesse in third, Jacob in fourth. Darren trying to track down that 4th place car sitting in 5th. Brandon's made his way up to the 6th position as they continue to try and wreck back here in the back of the pack. Here comes the 41 as he's going to try and slide up. Oh, he squeezes up in front of the 09. That's Brett. That's Brett New in the 141. The 9 of Josh almost into the side of Brett. Brandon really digging up on the high side as he is gaining ground on the 68. Look at these cars lift through turns 3 and 4. The front end is so far up off the ground. Back up to the front. Nick continues to lead. Clifford second as we got a battle for the third position as Jesse Wall is getting pressure out of Jacob Fields. Jacob looking to the inside out of turn 4 as they got 2 laps to go. Keegan, thank you for the like. Kyle, thank you for the like. Brian, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, guys. Here comes Jacob up underneath Jesse as they come out of turn 4. We're going to get 1 lap to go. 1 more lap as they're battling it out for the third position. Nick well out in front. Clifford second. First battles for third as Jacob climbs up underneath Jesse as they head down into turn 3 and 4. He's going to try and pull the slide job, but Jesse's going to fight back on the outside. Nick wins it. Clifford second, and we got a drag race for third. It's Jesse at the line by next to nothing. Jacob in fourth, both transferring. Everybody else, hey, you got to go to a consi. Wow, that was insane. Curtis, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Wow. Oh, my God, that was crazy. All right, we got the first consi of the night. Let's take a look and see what the consi is telling us. Okay, so we got 4 from each consi going. So it looks like we're going to have, what, 24 cars going to the feature. Wow, we're going to have an unlikely person starting on the pole of the consi. Matt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We got Justin starting on the pole. Drew in second. Austin Hunter in third. John Holmes in fourth. Bob Klein in fifth. John Darby starting in that 6th position. Cameron starting 7th. Ethan starting in 8th. Robert in 9th. Liam in 10th. Chance Carr starting in 11th. Nick King in 12th. Craig Stykes starting 13th. Jordan starting 14th. And Austin Hines not on the track. Rounding out the field in that 5th position, guys. Look, those heat races were insane. Those were some crazy heat races. Yeah, I expect Justin to have a good run here. I really do. He had a good run going he got caught up a little bit, so I expect him to definitely make a statement here because he's got some ground to make up in this feature tonight. Darby and Bob. All right, so now they're starting right next to each other. All right, green flag is out as Justin gets on the gas. He's going to slide up in front of Drew. They're going to go single file really quick as they head down into turn 1 and 2. Austin digging down on that bottom side, and the number 8 is John Holmes on the high side. Clobbers the wall. Here comes Bob in that number 7. Oh, they're side by side for the lead as Drew looks up underneath Justin, but we got to keep an eye on this battle for fourth. 4 cars transfer. Here comes Bob Klein. He's going to try and get up in front of Helms. Helms on the high side just misses the wall but gets the 55. Oh, Helms getting wrecked at the back of the pack. Tough luck for Helms as it looks like Bob Klein is in that final transfer spot. Ethan, Cameron, John back here in the pack. They got to try and play catch up. Justin continues to lead. Drew in second. Austin in third. Bob Klein in fourth. Justin will tell you can't be too confident. Thank you, Gary, for the share. As somebody can just get into you a little bit and knock you out of the races. That's what happened in the heat race for him. Currently, Bob Klein sitting in that final transfer spot, looking for a little bit of cushion by getting around Austin. He's trying to dig in. Austin Hunter currently third. Drew in second. Justin leading the field. 15 laps in this consi as Bob Klein looks to gain on Austin Hunter coming out of turn 4. Ethan back here with Cameron in tow, trying to catch these top 4 guys. They want into the show. Bob Klein is definitely gaining on Austin Hunter. He gets a piece of the wall. That might hurt him a little bit as they head into turn 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, halfway, well, almost halfway. Through the first consi. Out of turn 2. Bob Klein closing. We got a battle for 5th as Ethan and Cameron side by side for that 5th position. Oh, Ethan's going to get it. Cameron right behind him. He's going to look back down low. Cameron was knocked back pretty far earlier as these guys continue to trade slide jobs back here for 5th. That's not going to get them to the front. They need to stop fighting with each other and at least get themselves in contention. Oh, the 117 into the wall. He's going to be back to 6th. Back up to the front of the pack. Justin continues to lead. Drew in 2nd. Austin in 3rd as Bob Klein isn't gaining any ground. Here comes Austin in the 8. He's going to try and get around the 157. This is what these guys want to see behind them. They know if these guys get battling, they have an opportunity. As they come out the turn, back to single file as Bob Klein is sucked back up on the back of Austin. Down the back straightaway, back to single file racing. Down into turn 3 and 4. Here comes Drew looking inside of Justin. He can't get anything there. They're going to drop back in line. Down through turns 1 and 2. Austin all over the back bumper of the 157. He's going to try and dig in down the back straightaway. Can't do anything with it as they slide up high in turn 3 and 4. He is way up on the cushion. Look for him to try and get the drive underneath. He's going to go down into turn 1 and 2. Can he complete the slide job? Justin's too close, but he still gets in front of the 157. Drew with the crossover down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. He's going to slide back up in front of Austin. I don't know if Austin got into him or got in the gas, but Austin almost into the back of the 157. Back to the way they were running 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but don't look now. Cameron Carson catching the field in that 55. He is looking fast. Ethan right behind him, but that 55, he went to the back after he got contact early. He has caught this front pack. Can he play a contender here and spoil it for the rest of the guys? We're coming around turn number 2. We got about a lap and a half left. Justin continues to lead. Drew running that slider line. Austin in 3rd, running the high line. He's going to try and cross him over. Bob Klein in 4th. 1 lap to go as Austin sends it into turn 1 and 2. He's going to park it up in front of Drew. Drew with the crossover. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Drew back with the slider. Drew's going to slide up in front of Austin as they come out of turn 4. It's going to be Justin for the win. Drew 2nd, Austin 3rd, Bob Klein in 4th. Abdul, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. I need to grab a drink. Oh my God. Thank God I got a fridge here in my broadcast room. I don't miss any action that way. All right, these guys are getting ready for Consi number 2. Let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid. How's everybody's New Year's going? Let me know down in the chat as Camden is going to take the poll for Consi number 2. Darren in 2nd, Marcus in that 3rd position, Brandon in 4th, Jaron in 5th, Brent New in 6th, Tyler in 7th, Jamie in 8th, Michael in 9th, Joshua in 10th. We got Brad in that 11th position, Chase in 12th, and then we got Scooter, Black, and AJ rounding out the field in that 14th and 15th position. Did I screw something up? Or did somebody move spots? I don't know. I must have missed somebody somewhere. Sorry if that was you. Again, last minute broadcast. Just looking out for these guys. That was definitely some good running. Green flag is out as Camden out front. We got contact for 2nd between Brandon and Marcus. Let's move back as he gets shoveled back in the pack. Looking awful familiar to the last race. Back up to the front of the field as we got Brandon in that 2nd position. The 71. Oh, sorry, Camden in the first position. Brandon in second. Marcus 3 wide for third on the top side. What a battle we're going to end up for that fourth and final transfer spot as they head down into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, I don't know how many wide they are. They're 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide at points. Down into turn number 1 and 2. They are wrecking, but not wrecking at the same time. How did they keep it straight? How did they not wreck, guys? As Marcus almost gets into Brett. Out of turn 4, the 9 hits the wall. He keeps it straight. Camden has the lead. Brandon in first, Breton in second. Marcus getting the bumper from Tyler as Tyler wants that transfer spot. I might be getting the names mixed up. I don't even know anymore. Okay, yeah. Tyler in that 5th spot, 1 spot out, giving the bumper to Marcus Brown. Will he turn him to make it as the 68 throws it in there? Darren just throws it in there as the 9 gets into the wall. I thought Tyler was about to die as the 68 threw it in here, and here comes the 99. A Chase, he's up in the mix. Working up underneath, we got 3 wide for the final transfer spot coming out of turn 4. Here comes Chase in the 99. Where did he come from down on the bottom? He's going to work the bottom side as he tries to get around Marcus. Marcus going to fight back up high. Down the back straightaway, still 2 by 2. Down into 3 and 4. The 99 of Chase up over on the berm. Coming down out of 4. 8 laps complete, past the halfway point. Or sorry, 7 laps complete, almost to the halfway point. Camden out in front, Brandon in second as we got a battle for the 3rd position. Give it to Chase, send Brett back to 4th as he fights back on the outside, can't do anything with it. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the 5th position as Tyler sends it in. Here comes Marcus back with the crossover in that number 25. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Oh, they made contact. Oh, man, big contact there as Tyler climbs the wall. Back to the battle for 5th as the leaders are all pretty much single file. Tyler up in the wall. Marcus has the 5th spot, 1 spot out as here comes the 11 of Jamie down to the bottom. The 68 of Darren trying to work that high side. We've seen some crazy sliders out of him tonight. Back up to the 4th position. Brett feeling pretty good. Chase in 3rd. Brandon working on the leader as he's closing in. Out of turn number 4. Single file as the leaders are getting close. Here comes Brandon in the 171. Is he going to contend for the lead with Camden? They're going to come out of turn number 2, I think. Yeah, we're on 2. I think. I don't even know anymore. Sorry, turn number 4. Camden still leading. Brandon digging on the bottom. Marcus, you died. What happened to Marcus? Marcus dies as Brandon continues to work on the lead. Chase in 3rd, Brett in 4th. Here comes 11 of Jamie. He's going to try and battle for the 4th. We're going to go back up here to the leaders. We got 2 laps to go. Brandon down on the bottom side, digging up underneath the 22. They're going to come down the back straightaway. Does Brandon have anything for Camden? Out of turn 4, they see the white flag. 1 more lap to go when they cross the start-finish line. Camden leads. Brandon second. Brandon digging down on the bottom side. He's going to fall back in line. 1 more set of corners. Camden sends it down. Brandon in second. It's going to be Camden for the win. Brandon second. Chase 3rd. As Brett takes that 4th and final transfer spot. Jamie, Darren, Jaron, Michael, Josh, Scooter, Bradley, AJ, Marcus, Tyler, and Brad are going home for the night. What a crazy race. All right, these guys are going to warm up. Man, this was absolutely insane. That is one thing. Come here with the big blocks, the show isn't as good. Come here in a super late. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, I guess we're skipping the warm-up. Going right to the future. Is we're going to pull up tonight's starting grid. All right, we got Mason starting on the pole. Paul in second, Tanner in third, Nick in fourth, Jacob in fifth, Damian in sixth, Jesse in that seventh position, Clifford in eighth, Matthew in ninth. Scott Smith is going to be starting in 10th. Desmond, they're talking about him having computer issues trying to get back in. Starting in that 11th position, Jesse Wall in 12th. Travis in 13th. Josh is going to be starting in 14th. Tyler in 15th. Jacob in 16th. Justin Norwood all the way back in 17th. Camden in 18th. Drew Hopkins in 19th. Brandon Freeberg in 20th. Austin Hunter makes it in that 21st position. Chase Hardy in 22nd. Bob Klein's going to be starting 23rd. Brent in 24th. Did he make it? Did he make it? Desmond does not make it to the grid as he has computer issues. Oh, that sucks. I hate it when people do that, when that happens to people. Anthony, thank you for the share. I appreciate it. As he's giving the drivers a little bit of information before the race here. As we got 60 laps here tonight at Knoxville. Man, we've seen some good heats. With 12 cars, we're about to put 24 cars out there for 60 laps, guys. This is going to be a wild one. This is definitely going to be wild. All right. Down the back straightaway. Pace truck lights are out. We're going green this time by. We got Mason in that number 28. It's going to take it to the green flag with Paul on the outside. Tanner Tomasi in second. And Nick in third. Nick in fourth. Green flag is out as they head down the front straightaway. Good jump out of Tanner as he's side by side for second. Oh, Mason into the wall, out of the lead. He's going to try and dig back on the outside. Tanner Tomasi from third to first as they head down into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, Jacob on the heels of Tomasi. Tomasi leads lap number 1. Single file for the leaders as we look back. Mason trying to make up the ground that he lost with the winky step on the start. He's going to take that third spot. Jesse digging back down on the bottom side in fourth. Damian in that fifth spot. We are 3 wide out the corner, go down back down to 2 wide. They're going to send it down into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side from third on back. Leaders single file trying to drive away, separate themselves from the field. Duke it out later as they come out of turn number 4. Damian digging on the low side, up underneath Damian, or Mason. Mason has to be hating himself right now as Damian sends it up the track. Yellow flag is out. Caution flag number 1. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, had a little bit of a funnel effect as the 17. Oh, 53, an innocent victim gets caught up. Oh, on his roof. No. Scott, what happened? Oh, he gets back on his wheels. But they're just coming down the straightaway. They just ran out of room. Good part, Chase. Kind of squeezed it off. Just couldn't go 3 wide down the straightaway. It's easier to do 3 wide in the turns. This is the straightaway here. 13 comes up on the 20. And we got caution flag number 1. All right, they're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. All right, let's see. They head back up Make sure we're on the front of the pack. Let's go click on Tanner. Tanner's going to be leading them to the green flag this time by. All right, so they do have a fast repair. I don't know. I think they only have one, but we're going to look real quick. They are clearing black flags. Yep, just one fast repair here tonight. Just wanted to make sure. As we get ready to go green flag racing once again, Tanner is controlling the field. He's got control of this start. Expect him to have a good start and not to get in the wall in turn number 1 and 2. What a field we got here tonight, and what good racing. All right, they are in 3 and 4. We got four laps complete when they cross the start finish line. In the feature, green flag is out as Tanner gets a nice jump. Tanner jumps out in front as Damian looks up underneath the idiot Jacobs. He's going to take the second position. Jacob going to try and fight back on the outside. Down into 3 and 4. Give that second place to Damian. Damian slides up the track. Jacob stays on the bottom as they come out of turn 4. Jacob has nowhere to go. He's pinched down low. Side by side from third on back as Damian secures that second position. Oh, 2 into the wall. Down into turn number 3 and 4. The 80 and Jacob looking down inside. He wants his second place back. But I'll tell you what, that number 09 of Tanner Tomasi, he's loving what's happening behind him. The 41 digging down on the bottom, Matthew Logan. He was going to make a lane to get up underneath the 80 of Jacob. Out of turn 4, the battle for second is intense. Here comes Jacob, still digging on the bottom side. He's going to stay low. He's not sliding as they head down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4, still digging on the bottom as the 41 jumps up over the berm. That's going to goof him up a little bit. Out of turn number 3, looking closer to single file. They are gaining on Tomasi as they're 3 wide for the lead coming out of 2. Tomasi's going to maintain the lead as they send it down. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. Wow, they're trying to do 3 wide through the pack. It's just not working that way. Oh, Mason gets into the wall. That causes to stack up the 0-2 turned around. All right, for all you Justin fans, it looks like Justin's made his way up into the top 10, currently up 7 positions in the 10th spot. But Tyler in the 66, he's made it up 9 positions. He's currently the biggest mover of the race, sitting 6th in that number 66. Oh, that just sounds wrong. We got the 66 sitting in 6th. That's too many 6s, guys. I mean, at least he's up more than 6 spots, I guess. He is definitely on the move. He is definitely on the move. But Tanner had some pressure on him at the end there, as he had Damian and Jacob 3 wide with him coming out of the turn. He's got to be thinking about what's going on at this point in the race. Clifford's still in the same spot. He's in 8th. He's not up any positions. But he's still having a good run, so can't complain there. As we're fixing to go green flag racing. As they called that wreck a racing deal, which I agree. Excuse me. All right. What a wild race so far, guys. This racing's been pretty good. Hopefully we get a good green flag run. See what everybody's made of this time, as the field is starting to situate where they belong. Green flag is out as Tanner gets on the gas. Damian's going to get there and try and slide into second. But here comes Jacob down on the bottom side. Both of them kind of where they wanted to be, as that's where they were running before the yellow. As we got contact from third on back. Somehow they keep it together. Down into turn 3 and 4. They are 2, 3, 4, 5 crazy wide through the field as they try and figure out where they're at. Justin shuts the door on the people behind him. Justin up to the 7th position as he works outside in that number 4. Justin is definitely on the move as we go watch the battle for first. Here we got a battle for the lead as Jacob way on the bottom. Damian in the middle. Tanner up high as here comes Damian with the slide job. Tanner with the crossover as they come down the back straightaway. He's going to slide it into turn number 3 and 4. Slide it up in front of Damian. It's Damian. Crosses him over coming down out of 4. Side by side down the front straightaway into turn 1 and 2. Damian slides up for the lead as Tanner tries to cross him over, but he's too far back. No, he's not. He's going to get there. He's going to send it in through 3 and 4. Give Tanner the lead back, but Damian's going to cross him over out of 4. He's got the lead back as he sends it into 1 and 2. Tanner catches the wall a little bit in 1 and 2. Is that going to kill his momentum down the back straightaway? Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. He's got to fall in line. He's got nothing. Into turn 3 and 4. Give that lead to Damian. Down the front straightaway, single file for the front 3. Let's go back. Matthew all alone in 4th, but he's got a whole mess of cars behind him trying to close the gap. Jesse in that 1, Mason up high in the 28. Everybody on chase, trying to get to the front of the pack. Mason running the high side, so many different lanes. Some people like the high side, some on the low, some will be in the middle through the slicks. As they head down towards turns 3 and 4, this is a 60 lap race. A lot of laps here tonight. Who's going to be set up for the last 15? That's my question I got to ask here tonight. Oh, Justin gets into Mason. Mason saves it. What a save out of Mason in that number 28 as Justin gets into the back of him. Damian continues to lead the pack, gaining some room between him and Tanner as Jacob works the bottom up underneath Tanner. Down the back straightaway, still side by side. Jacob probably will not pull a slide job. He's been liking that bottom, but how much longer will that bottom hold on as they come out of 4 and almost make contact at the line? Here comes Jacob digging down on the bottom side. Big run from Tanner on the high side. Drag race down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Jacob is keeping it low, not working the slider line like Damian and Tanner were as they come out of turn 4. He's got that bottom side rolling right now. Is he finding something else that nobody has? Easiest way to pass is to be able to run where nobody else can. And he is doing it right now down on the bottom side. He's got that 2nd position as Matthew, Jesse, Tyler, single file trying to catch the leaders. Back behind him, we got Jacob Fields, Mason, and that number 28 as they're side by side for the 9th position. Camden up high. Dead up high. Wow, I can't talk tonight. 3 wide back in the pack as they are getting dicey back here as everybody's making little mistakes, trying to grab whatever they can. They're 3 wide, 4 wide. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Coming out of turn 2, back down to 3 wide as they head towards turn 3. Chase, Brett, Mason, all battling out. Mason gets turned around, up on the nose of Jacob. Justin. Yellow flag is out. Sorry, guys. I'm actually starting to lose my voice a little bit. Wow. All right. I'll tell you what. Very, 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 very nice group of drivers. And you guys know I'm big on that. These guys are actually quite pleasant over the radio. And I think everybody's still running. That is the crazy part. Dez isn't running because he had the computer issues, but I think everybody else in the pack is running. But we're going to go take a better look at what happened there. I mean, we saw what happened. We're still going to go take a look. Mason gets into the wall. They got a little bit of contact. Mason's going to try and cross down, and he just kind of gets turned by Brandon. Everybody's just being aggressive. That's what I'd put that one down to, racing deal, as everybody's trying to get whatever they can, but all taking a little bit of blame, and some really courteous drivers out there, guys. I can't say enough about the chat I just heard on the radio. All right, we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here again. Hopefully the pace lights go off as we've completed 22 laps here tonight. 23 when they cross the line. We are almost to the halfway point already. All right, we got Damien starting on the inside, Jacob up high. Jacob's kind of in a vulnerable spot. That person in second has definitely been in a tough place on these restarts. Pace truck's off. Green flag's out as Damien gets on the gas pedal. Down the front straightaway. Good start out of Jacob, but here comes Tanner digging down on the inside. We know Jacob wants to go low, but Tanner's down there. As they come out of turn 2, Tanner gets a bump in the rear. Down into turn number 3. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead. Damien's going to get the advantage on the outside as Tanner has to fight with Jacob for that second spot. Here comes Tanner digging down on the inside. Jacob wants low, stuck up high as they come out of turn 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4 is Tanner getting the advantage. What's up? What's up? Look, well, at least you get to watch it, right, AJ? Damien in first, Tanner in second, Jesse battling it out with Jacob for third. Jacob stuck on the outside. He's wanted to be the inside all night. What's he gonna do? Can he get to the bottom as Jesse continues to blink down low? Side by side for the third position. I'll tell you what, Jacob has that middle-ish lane up to the high lane working pretty well, but that's not where he wants to be. Can he find an opening to drop in as he sends it up into the cushion? Coming out of turn 4, big run down the front straightaway. He's going to send it into turn number 1 and 2, still side by side for that third position as they bring it out of turn number 2. I don't think it's slowing him down any as they run side by side. Jacob sends it up to back to the cushion. Watch him get this big run out of 4th. He is starting to gain a little bit of advantage there. He's going to run it through again in that number 80 up on the cushion as they come out of turn 2. Gets a little sideways off the turn. Down into 3 and 4. Definitely starting to gain some momentum on the high side. Did he find something unexpected in that number 80? Jacob's going to send it through, slide it up again. It is fun to watch him work this lane. Out of turn number 2, can he get it single file? Still needs to get a little bit more. Oh, Tanner goes to the high side, seeing what Jacob's able to do. He's trying to go work it himself. Jacob finally gets down to the bottom side, but he's going to run a little bit more of a slider lane. I think he found a little bit of something up there. Down the back straightaway as Tyler putting the pressure on Jesse as Jesse slides up the track. They are 3 wide behind this battle as the battle for 4th is starting to rage on. Here comes Tyler in that number 66. Can he get around the 1 as he's got Drew, Jacob, and Austin trying to hunt him down. Back up to the front. Damien feeling pretty good as Tanner looking for something special in that second spot. Jacob in that number 80. I'll tell you what, I don't think we can count this number 80 out at any point. He's definitely looks like he's got a little bit of speed, and he's good at finding it when he can. When he doesn't have it in that number 80. So watch for that number 80 to be strong at the end of this race as these guys continue to battle. Crystal, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. We are past the halfway point as we've completed 33 laps here tonight. Damien continuing the lead as we go back in the pack. They're beating and banging back here. Let's not forget about these guys. We got the 53 of Scott, Josh, Camden, Bob. These guys are battling it out as much as if it was for the win. As Jesse, well, we're used to seeing him up towards the front. currently in the 20th position. That just tells you how tough this crew is. Out of turn number 2. Oh, Jesse almost under the back of the 63. They're going to slide up in through 3 and 4, battling it out hard here back in the back of the pack. To move it up a little bit, make sure the battle, we got a battle for second as Jacob has caught Tanner. He's going to work the bottom side as he goes around the 9. He slides up in front of him as Tanner tries the crossover. Down the front straightaway, I don't know if Tanner's there enough. He's going to send it into turn number 1 and 2. Jacob's going to get that drive off of 2 on the high side. I think he might have it. Give Jacob that second spot as now he goes on the hunt to bring in Damien. Looks like we might have some action happening in the back of the pack. Oh, he toes, no caution flag out as Mason has issues in that number 28. Tanner in third now, trying to figure out a way around Jacob as Jacob continues to find speed. But don't look now, here comes Jesse in that number 1 as he continues to reel in the field. Tyler in 5th, Drew in 6th, Jacob Fields in 7th. Brent battling it out with Travis down the back straightaway. Who's going to get that 8th position? Oh, Travis is going to force his way through. That's going to push Breton back a spot. Here comes Austin Hunter in that number 8. He gets into the back of the Breton new. Down the back straightaway, side by side, Justin back up in this battle, currently in the 10th position. Down the back straightaway, Justin not running where I expected him to. Oh! Breton disappeared there. Justin almost down into him as they come out of turn number 2. Give Justin that 9th position. He's going to try and dig in as his car looks to be coming to life. Back up to the front as Tanner and Jacob continue to run single file as Jesse's caught Tanner. Tanner into the wall out of turn 2. Here comes Jesse in that number 1. Can he get around Tanner? He's going to look to the bottom side. Looks like they're going to drag race out of turn number 4, side by side. Tanner with the advantage. Tanner's going to dig back, or Jesse's going to dig back in underneath as Tanner runs that high side. He's got to stay out that wall. It almost just costed him third. Down into turn 3 and 4. Oh, he almost gets up into the wall as they come out of 4. Tanner bounces off the wall a little bit. So does Jesse. They both lose a little bit of ground as Jesse tries to throw it into turn 1. I can't talk sometimes. Turn 1 and 2. Justin, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Man, my voice is hurting. Damien continues to lead the field. Jacob in 2nd, Tanner in 3rd, Jesse in 4th. Back to Tyler as he's starting to reel these guys in the 66th. Here's that green flag run I was looking for as Drew runs in 6th, Jacob in 7th, Brent in 8th. He's got a whole mess of cars behind him as they are running 3 wide behind him as Travis just gets ahead. But here they are, 3 wide, side by side. Austin on the bottom. Oh, Paul in the middle. Travis up top. Out of turn number 4. These laps are closing fast as we have just over 10 laps to go. 14 laps, I think, is what we got left now. Out of turn number 2. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Let's go look and see. Well, I can look at the time. Let's go see if these guys are gaining on the leader. Tanner gets back around Jacob. I need to go back to that battle as these guys continue to battle it out. Jacob in the 80 now on the bottom side. Tanner up high through turns 3 and 4. Tanner's going to send it up into the cushion. Coming out of turn 4, he should get a big run out of 4. Jacob holds strong on the bottom side as he slides Tanner. Tanner's going to cross him over. We're going to get a drag race down the back straightaway. They're going to send it into turn 3 and 4. Can Tanner slide in front of him? No. Tanner's got to stay down in the bottom. Drag race out of 4. Tanner now has the advantage on the bottom side. Will he try and slide up in front of Jacob or stay down low? Out of turn 2, Tanner keeps it low. Oh, we got one up into the wall. That's the 66 of Tyler. He keeps it going straight as these guys got it single file. Damien well out in front in that zero machine. Tanner Tomasi in second. Jacob in third. As Tyler keeps just throwing it into the turn in that 66. I know I've heard that you could bounce the walls here at Knoxville before, but I've never personally been able to do it. Trav, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. As they head down into turn 3 and 4, coming out of 4, still single file as we have 8 laps to go. Sorry. 8 laps to go for Damien and crew. Damien continuing to lead 2.1 seconds. Tanner in second. Jacob in third. Jesse in fourth. Tyler sending it in that 5th position as they come out of turn 4. 7 laps to go. Calm down a lot through the field. Still some good racing, but most of the field single file. We're going to continue to watch these two battles here as Jacob looks for a way to get around Tanner. Josh having issues at the back of the pack. He tows. No caution flag comes out as they got 6 laps to go. 3D Racing, appreciate the like. Down through turns number, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. 1 and 2. Still single file for second and third. Jacob looking for a way around the number 09 of Tanner Tomasi. 5 laps for him to figure it out. Will they get a caution? Damien way out front, 2.2 seconds. Tanner in second, Jacob in third, Jesse in fourth. Tyler in that 5th position, Drew in 6th, Jacob battling it out with Brent for that 7th spot. Back up to the front as the laps are taken down. 4 more laps for Damien. He could make a mistake. He's got to be perfect. I mean, just having the lead by this much doesn't mean you're assured to win as he comes out of turn 4 for 3 to go. 3 more laps for Damien. Tanner Tomasi currently second. Jacob in third. Will Jacob use the bumper for that 2nd spot? I'm sure he would for the win. I'm not as sure about second. Out of turn number 4, we got 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as Damien continues to lead the field. Down into turn 3 and 4. Tanner jumps the whatchamacallit on the bottom. Can't even think of it. That gives Jacob the advantage up on the high side as they come through 1 and 2. He's going to go through the bumps. We got a battle for second as Damien leads the field. Berm is the word I was looking for. Damien out of turn number 4 sees the checkered flag and the win. Who's going to get second? It's going to be Jacob at the line. Tanner in second. Damien with the win. Jacob in second. Tanner in third. Jesse in fourth. Tyler in 5th. Wow. Wow, guys. That was a good race. It was impressively clean. I can't say enough. So they are paying out the top 10. It's definitely a good show. Norwood finished 11th, 1 spot out. All right, we're going to be looking to see if we can get Jacob, Tanner, and Damien in. Brent. Brent got the hard charger. Said Brent got the hard charger. I was just telling you. I saw you looking. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull these guys. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull in Tanner. What a race, Tanner. Man, I
I
I know I've raced you a few times in the big blocks. I know you're always fast, but man, you were out there wheeling that thing today. Damien got around you, and I know you had a real good race with Jacob there. A couple little mistakes. Is that what you think what kept you out of the win, or was that car just not hooking up like you needed it to?
I think it's a little bit of both. The car could have been tighter for the bottom, could have been looser for the top. I kept catching a rut. Whenever I was leading, I kept catching that rut on the exit of the corners up top, and then I'd run the bottom and I'd be too loose. So I don't know. I think it's just mixed. I could have driven the car better, but
Hey,
I also could have made the car a little bit more stable.
yes.
Hold on a second. Let me mute. I forgot
Thank
I
you
had
very
the
much.
race chat on.
Okay. Thanks for coming on.
All right, I got that shut off. But man, as always, fun to watch your race. I know you got a bunch of people to help you keep things together. You've been putting down some records this season over there with some setups. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I want to thank you for the broadcast, as always. Cody for putting this on. Congrats to Damien on the win. And Jacob on second. I'd like to thank arcamsubshop.com. Been working hard over there trying to get the fastest sets out on the market, and we've been doing pretty well this season. And really looking forward to 2022 with it. Max Stroop, everybody over there. Travis put in a lot of time. He put in a lot of laps for me, telling me what the car was doing. So I appreciate his help over there. Camden, Brandon, James, everybody over there. Dan Floyd, Bo Ledbetter. Like I said, you for everything you do, and Lane Smith.
Well, appreciate you coming out and putting on a show like always, and enjoy this third place.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem, bud. All right, that was Tanner Tomasi. Let's go ahead and bring in Jacob. Well, Jacob, I do know Tanner, but man, a couple new names for me because I run big blocks all the time. Man, what a race. I was watching you, and on that one restart, you were stuck up on the top side, and I knew you didn't want to be there, but it looks like it might have worked to your advantage. It looks like you found a little something there with a little slider line.
Yeah, I mean, I had the car set up. I knew I wanted to run the bottom, the whole race just to minimize error. Didn't want to get into the wall as much as I could, just try and keep the car clean and try and be there at the end. So restarting second there, I really just wanted to go green to the end. But I had to restart on the outside. Lost a couple spots, but once I got to the bottom and got to a little bit of a open track, started running the slider line, and it car really just came to me and had a good battle for with Tanner there towards the end. And just luckily I was able to capitalize on a mistake that he made and just some close racing and also close finish.
Man, I gotta know when you were sitting there running third, trying to figure out a way to get around Tanner because he is always hard to pass no matter what he drives. He caught that inside berm, man. What was the thought going in through your head, man? You got to pounce now, or how did you feel about that moment?
Well, it was actually from my end car. It was kind of hard to see because I was running that slider line. My teammate Damien actually called out, try and run slider line if you can. And so, I was already set on that. So by the time he had hit the berm, I was pretty much already on his outside. So I didn't know, how, what his corner looked like. And once I got to about turn 4, I saw how big of a run I had because he had washed up and I had already hit that little tacky patch out of 4 and, all the way already in the throttle. So I was able to just barely get to his outside going into 1.
Now, I know iRacing didn't make any huge adjustments this season, at least not what they announced on dirt, but I run a lot of big blocks, and what I've noticed, and this track is notorious for it anyway, is there's really something in the middle of the slick at the end of these races. Is that how it felt here tonight? If you can get those
For,
marbles?
for sure, it switched around a lot, just kind of depending on where everyone was running. If there's ever, a patch of marbles on this track, I like to run right through it because, if I can run the bottom or, middle groove, that's where I'm going. If it's an option, I'm going right there. So, I was definitely able to utilize as much as that bottom to middle area of the track as I could tonight.
Well, great run here tonight. You and Tanner put on a hell of a show for a second. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to thank McConey Setup Shop and all the guys at VLR, especially Evan C. They put a lot of effort into making these things fast for me.
Well, good run here tonight, and it was definitely fun to watch you.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, we're going to pull in our race winner. Well, Damien, what a win here tonight. And I was just telling Jacob, I'm more familiar with the big block side. I've run a lot of big block races, so I knew Tanner. But you and Jacob were newer names to me, and man, it was fun to watch you try and work your way up through the field to get the lead. But once you got that lead, you never looked back.
Yeah, no, Knoxville's one of my, I guess, favorites, but I also hate this track in the same sense. It gets a lot of characters in it. It gets rough up top, and then that slider line comes in, the bottom comes in, and the track changes constantly, like every time. But yeah, no, got up to third there. I think it was in the restart. I found the top, got past Jacob, and then saw Tomasi was on the bottom, and the top was treacherous, and I knew that he was going to come up there with me, and he did. He messed up, just part of it, because I mean the top here is wicked, and I handled it a little bit better. I set up for it, and just once I got to lead, just drove my race, tried to stay smooth and stay clean.
Yeah, it looked hard to start on second. Being third seemed to be an advantage because it even seemed a little difficult for the leader on the starts. And it seemed like that's when you make the biggest moves. I mean, even on the start, we watched Mason really goof up on the front as the leader and get into the wall. Was this track tricky at the start of this race? Less predictable?
Not for me necessarily. We just watched those B mains, and you saw Chase Hardy come from the back, on the bottom, and then the leaders were running slider line. A few guys were running the top. At that point in time, I knew the track was gonna be racy. I knew the bottom's gonna be good. I knew the middle's gonna be good. Top's gonna be dangerous, and slider line was gonna be pretty decent. But it's just whenever you're in leading some of these people, like you get the nerves and everything. It's like anything. I mean, you're racing, get a little nervous and go in there a little too hot and heavy, and just overcorrect, and it rest is history. I mean, I've done
We've
it.
all done it. We've all done it. No, I get it. So you must have been one of the ones that were happy when iRacing backtracked some of those updates last season when they took away the bumps and then they decided we needed the bumps back.
I mean, yes and no. I do like the bumps because I think it makes you like it could make a better driver. And back home, like racing in real life, I race a UMP modified in real life, and the tracks aren't smooth like iRacing had them. I'm just going to be blunt and honest.
I've driven Weedsport in real life. I can tell you that's 100% true because I don't think there's a harder track surface to run on than Weedsport.
Right, and then I know Mason runs modified up north too, in PA or New York, wherever he's from. But there are a lot of smooth tracks up there. But I'm just used to rough. It's rough here in the Midwest. But it's just part of it. You got to keep a smooth steering wheel, smooth pedal, and just feel everything. Whenever you hit a rut, just know the car's going to do this, and then whenever you don't hit it, the car's going to do that.
Well, great run tonight. It's definitely fun to watch you. I probably learned a little bit from you too here tonight. So why don't you give a shout out to your friends, family, sponsors?
Like always, Team VLR and all those guys back there. Magility Speed Shop with Blake and Evan, great guys. Tac 3 Defense, DKeef Speed, and all the guys back there, Sportman. I got some more new crew guys I'm helping out, and I'm glad to see them start to succeed. And then Platinum Graphics for making a sick wrap, Bighorn Taxidermy, and then you guys for putting on the broadcast, and Cody for putting on this race for us. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Well, I got to say, when you go and tell everybody that you had a good race this weekend and you won $200 on iRacing, I mean, you're probably going to get some funny looks, but man, good win. And hey, we all like making a little bit of money on iRacing.
I agree. It makes it not less of a game.
Exactly. Well, great run here tonight. It was fun watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So that is Damien, our winner here tonight. But let's bring in one more person. Well, Cody, before I turn this thing off, I figured I'd let you give a shout out. I know you got a couple of sponsors out there that you want to give a shout out to. I know I did through the race, but you might be able to do a little better job and let people know what they do.
Of course, man. Well, I want to thank you first off for broadcasting. I know it was last minute. I threw this entire thing together, less than 24 hours ago. So I was very impressed with the turnout, almost 50 cars. So that's something very impressive, especially around the holidays and everything. But again, I want to thank you, Seeber's Racing Media. Probably one of the better. I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky or anything, but one of the better video and photography services on iRacing. And also Seeber's Sim Sports. I live stream on there. no broadcast or anything, but I race.
You do your races on there, like a lot of these people. Like a lot of these guys watch Justin, so they know what you're doing.
Absolutely, yeah. Justin, Jesse, and I believe John Helms. Those are three. Those are three guys that do it on their own and everything.
John's been grinding lately, or he was for a little while. I've seen him up a lot, but yeah. But hey, man, what a show! I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and man, that was a heck of a show. Good group of drivers. And they made it easy for you on race control, I think, because they seem pretty nice.
Absolutely. There's a few things you're going to have in every race, but for the most part, these guys race clean. As to expected, it was a really, really strong strength of field, one of the higher strength of fields you'll see without there being any pros involved. Some very, very talented drivers, and I just want to give congratulations to Damien for winning and the entire top 10. Like I said, top 10, everybody gets paid, so that helps out, when you can pay half the field or nearly half the field, you help get a lot of drivers in.
All right, one more question for you, because I did get a question early on, which if I had thought about it, I would have let him know. He was actually in the Discord when you jumped in with me. Robbie said, how do I get in on this? Robbie Swan. So if anybody out there wants to get in on these races, where do you normally post that information? How can they get a hold of you or keep an eye on whatever events you guys might be doing?
Absolutely. Just follow my Facebook page, Seeber's Racing Media. I'll keep updated on there. If you message the page, it'll send you a message to the Discord, and you can find anything and everything on the Discord and on my Facebook page.
Well, thanks for putting on the show for us, and I'm going to go through the results, and I will talk to you after I'm done with that.
Thank you for broadcasting.
No problem, brother. All right, Cody. Cody is the real winner today as he put on one hell of a show, but let's go ahead and go through the results because every single one of these guys deserve a little shout out because they put a lot of work in themselves just to complete this one. They had to race hard and they kept it clean. By the way, Mark, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I think we had one more in there. Let me see. Tucker, thank you for the like. Our follow, appreciate it. But we got Damien with the win here tonight. Jacob in second. Tanner Tomasi in third. Jesse in fourth. Tyler in fifth. Drew Hopkins in that sixth position. Jacob Fields in seventh. Brent New in that eighth position as Paul finishes ninth. Austin Hunter in that 10th spot. Justin Norwood just outside the money in 11th. Travis in 12th. Chase in 13th. Scott in 14th. Matthew in 15th. Bob Klein in that 16th position. Camden, watched him a lot here tonight, in 17th. Brandon, he was fast at times, in 18th. Clifford in 19th. Go ahead, scroll through, get the rest of the field. There we go. Josh brings it home 20th. Nick in 21st. Jesse Wall in 22nd. Mason Lobb in 23rd. And man, I feel bad for Dez. He has computer issues, doesn't make it to the feature lineup. Finishes at 24th. But guys, in the description, if you guys like what I do here, I got my Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. Support the channel anyway. I got a bunch of plans for 2022. The more you guys support, the more I can do because the more time I can invest. So guys, as always, until next time, be safe.